Is always hard to talk after Marco, that studied after me at the same Politecnico of Milano. I'm a little bit older than him. I wake up more or less 25 minutes before Milano because Pordenone is Easter. So we compete a little bit because we wake up earlier. The region where is located my pole is a very industrial, mechanical. There are companies like Electrolux. We manufacture refrigerators. We manufacture washing machine. We manufacture IKEA furniture, etc. So we are devoted to manufacturing, and we are super focused on industrial transformation. So I pick up the question, will Italy, will Europe? Okay, I don't talk about Europe because, of course, I have a connection. I visited several companies. Marco and myself, we belong to a trilateral meeting, and we joined, we used to stay together, France, Italy, and Germany, to talk about technologies, approach, and whatsoever, to share best experience. Now the COVID stopped, but we will start very soon. So which is my answer to the question, what will happen to SMEs? What I personally noticed, and probably I like to share with you, is that with COVID, and somebody has said, we had acceleration. Everything is going faster. We know every evening at 6:30 how many COVID we had all over the world. Somebody says that the globalization is over. Globalization is going on because we have the same procedure to know how many cases there are in Italy, in France. So everything is faster. Everything is shared. But within the acceleration, what I noticed is that the average speed is faster, but not everybody is running at the same speed. And this is a problem. When Mr. Draghi made the first announcement as Prime Minister, he mentioned the Gini index of diversity. During the COVID, we had the rich person getting richer. Amazon, he was gaining, Jeff Bezos was gaining 1 billion per day. And the poor are increasing. Talking about SMEs, my experience, we have small companies really moving fast, changing the business, jumping in new technologies, having a lot of courage. And we have other, and SMEs is often conjugated with private entrepreneurs. There is the owner of the company. And this owner, they want to innovate with evolution instead of revolution. The fourth industrial revolution is not an evolution. We need to jump in new technologies. Maybe Marco is much younger than me. I used to say that when I was a student at the Politecnico, I wanted to understand how a machine works. We wanted to dismount an engine. We wanted to what is a battery? I want to understand the function. In our days, the technologies are moving so fast that we don't have the time to understand the technology. How is a touch screen? Your son, Dino, doesn't know. He touches and he had the function without knowing. But this must be applied also to digital transformation, because I want to show the result of an algorithm coming from artificial intelligence in giving instruction to maintain predictively a machine without understanding the way the algorithm is done. And this, for my experience, is crucial, because if we try to explain how all technologies are merging together, how fast we change the business, we will lose several, I don't want to say many, but several companies that after the COVID, in example, they want to restart as before the COVID. This is a tremendous mistake. There's a question. And another example, Marco Teich, Professor Teich mentioned the remote management of a machine. So the manufacturer of the CNC is instructing the user how to do and whatsoever. But an example of the gap that is created in these days, for my knowledge, the contract concerning the responsibility of the usage of a robot, maybe we will ask Golinelli how we manage it. Because if the owner if the manufacturer of a robot is telemanaging the robot itself and something is going wrong, who has the responsibility? For my understanding, Confindustria is working to up-to-date the maintenance contract of the remote management, but nothing is clear in these days because technology is going much faster than the culture of people. And I want to put another subject. I work much better with companies and SMEs and people that do not have experience. Experience is a heavy burden to jump in the new changement and technology. It's much better to start from scratch than to start with a lot of experience. At the last World Manufacturing Forum, we were discussing with Professor Teich about the gap of skills. We don't have enough people to manage the revolution, the digitalization. But it's obvious that it's much easier to work with a young guy without experience than with an old blue collar that remembers how to explain his creativity that is now totally unuseful with a machine that performs much better. So a lot of Italian companies will win the battle, will jump into full digitalization, moving into servitization, receiving benefits from selling services instead of product. This, I have plenty of experiences within SMEs. SMEs, it means 20 million company making plants, make equipment to make the wine or the beer. Instead of selling the equipment, they lend, they place the machinery, and they are paid per bottle. This is a pure let's say, like Rolls-Royce is doing with the motors, like a normal machine to make copies. So we have a lot of experiences of stars, of lighthouse, of winning experiences, but the burden of the old experience, and there is resistance to jump with trust, because a culture means also trust in the new technology is what I'm worried about.
Thank you, Franco.